Hello, my friends, families, and colleagues. Almost daily, I receive requests of people asking me how to heal this or that problem that they have with health. Now, there is natural healing, and then there is induced healing through medicinal remedies. And then there is the allopathic approach. Well, stop the signaling so you don't know that you need healing. I'm trying to show that our bodies are made to heal naturally, that we do not have to use any medicinal remedy. If we treat our bodies the way we should, I mean, feeding them correctly, providing the correct fuel, and hydrating correctly, so the body can do the maintenance, body is going to always be healthy. Now, we have tremendous amount of diseases, and I even heard from a channeler saying that the disease came to our planet by mistake, and to eradicate it, the whole program would have to be scrapped and start all over again. So the decision of those that control our planet Earth was to let it go and see what happens. Well, the way how I see it, this is a big nonsense, because simply by looking at animals, we in wild, we see that diseases do not exist. Not even sniffle, not even common flu. Okay? In nature, animals do not get sick. They may get injured, and they may get stressed, which then lowers the voltage, and it can empower some parasite to try. But as a chronic disease, as a health issue that would plague animal in the wild, it ain't happening. It just is not there. So, through my work and being guided, I'm disclosing that the same thing would happen to humans if we would just live according to the laws of designer that designed our body, which is electronic robot. Same as everything else. It's all design. It all runs on codes, and it's controlled. So, the problem is how to keep the body healthy. Now, usually when we seek help, it is because something specific is bothering us. Either we have cataracts, or high blood pressure, or we have diabetes, or any of the labels of chronic diseases. And we focus on one set of symptoms or even one symptom, and we want this gone. We don't care about the rest of the body, because usually we don't even know in what shape our bodies are. We just know that one thing that bothers us, and then we want this to be remedied. The problem here is that Every time you target something, you don't do it by empowering the cellular structure to do the healing, because it is regaining its natural frequency. You can pinpoint something, but whenever you are affecting one part of the body, to change its normal expression, how it works, you are actually affecting the rest of the body negatively. Every medicinal remedy is working through its toxic effect. Now, if your desire is just to remedy that one thing, to pinpoint that one thing, there are much better people to go to, like Barbara O'Neill, for example. She can give you a remedy for anything that bothers you. Okay? And yes, it is based on turpentine, it is based on garlic, it is based on ricin, of the known poisons. And I'm being asked often, oh, what is my opinion about nicotine and about DMSO and stuff like this. They all have their purpose, they all have their place, but there are better people to go to ask about them that study this stuff. I don't focus on that stuff, because as soon as you are interfering, you don't have to, but as soon as you are interfering with medicinal remedies, well, you have to have higher knowledge. And then you have to have accessibility. You have to get that stuff, which may not be available. So you have to buy it, you have to purchase. You feel handicapped if you cannot get it. What I'm focusing on is basically on natural state of the body, allowing the body to do what it is designed to do, and it does it perfectly, as long as we do not interfere with poisons or medicinal remedies. Now, why don't we listen much about prevention? I don't see any site talking about prevention. I don't see any videos made by prevention, preventative, how to live to prevent certain disease of the body. Well, why not? Number one, it's not a lucrative business. Okay? Everybody who sells something is financially gaining profits from this. You notice on my site, the only thing that I sell is my books protocol, and even that I give often for free if people claim that they cannot afford it, because I genuinely want to help. And yes, I still need to be supported somehow, because we are still in the old system, and that runs on money. But there is always good Sumerians that do provide with funds that I can comfortably live and do what I'm doing. So, one reason why nobody talks about prevention is because there is no money in it, and Another one is, to know how to prevent, you first have to understand the body and where the disease comes from. And almost nobody understands this. Not even those that are helping through medicinal remedies. They understand certain aspects, but much of the working mechanism behind the body, they do not understand correctly. And this is why they cannot even tell how to prevent. Well, this is the beauty about of self-healers protocol, because it basically tells you how you should live to be healthy, and this will prevent any disease. You simply cannot get sick if you do that. And even if you are being targeted and being attacked with diseases and poisons, your body is perfectly equipped to defend itself. As long as you put the right fuel and you hydrate it, body will do it. But once when symptom shows, and symptom could be just plantar's wart, it just shows you that your body has achieved a certain level of toxicity that it cannot cope with anymore without showing anomaly. It's out of order. The frequency has shifted. And this is why it's presented to you this way. Now, body, since it is made to adjust to environment, it will always keep adjusting and adjusting and adjusting without the need of showing you any symptoms. So once when it shows a symptom, well, you are already highly toxic. You are out of order. And now, yes, you can focus on this particular issue and start using acids or start using ricin, which is very highly toxic poison that is going to chew into the tissue and get rid of what you don't like, but at the same time increasing toxicity of the rest of the body. And you get rid of this problem, but it appears in different place, different part of the body, different part of the skin, or not even on the skin, affects different tissue, because the toxicity increased, and now it is going to be affecting a different form of vibration in your body. So, before we even consider taking any medicinal remedies, we should understand first, why are we in this situation? And we say, or we are being told, we have to zoomzulate ourselves. Okay, this thing here. We have to zoomzulate ourselves because what happens that this is going to trigger body to create, to adjust itself in a position that, in a case particular pathogen enters the body, well, now your body is ready to fight it. Well, how does body work on its own? How is it adjusted? When something happens in environment, could be part of the environment, could be pathogen, enters the body genetically adjusts to deal with this pathogen. And we know that once when body succeeded in overcoming this pathogen, that it is going to easier deal with the same pathogen in the future. But in how long future? Do you have this immunity or resistance to this pathogen? Do you have it for a month, a year, 3 years, longer, shorter? Well, it really depends. And it depends on a variety of things, of which the most important one is dehydration of the body. Because when body is dehydrated, when not enough plasma or there is a shortage of plasma in the blood, well, body cannot rinse the toxin out or rinse the pathogen out. And it is going to keep it in a tissue. So, for example, once when I was in Venezuela, since I eat almost raw even in a restaurant, I ordered steak, and it was steak that was badly handled, so it was full of bacteria, and since it was not really killed enough with heat, the bacteria kind of survived, and I had some salad with it, and I got poisoning. I was throwing up, high fever, I was in pain, diarrhea, throwing up. I was a mess, and I could not even leave the boat to go to look for antibiotic or something. So, my wife had suppository, which has antibiotics. So I smashed it, diluted it in water. I drank it, and this took care of the problem. But then I was sensitive to eating a beef for years afterwards. If I had a beef, why? Body did not cleanse fully. So there was still residue of this vibration that was sticking in the body. And whenever I had beef, I could have any other meat, but not beef. Again, it's frequency. I would immediately start feeling sick, and I get diarrhea. But after I started drinking plasma, and I went through detox, after that, this disappeared. Same happens with a disease so-called Ciguatera, which is a toxin coming out of dying coral, and fish that eats coral, like parrotfish, they absorb it, it goes into their body, it affects their body, and it affects the body of a predator fish that feeds on them. So in the Caribbean, very often, one of the fish that you should be very careful about, well, number one, very few people really eat parrotfish anymore. And then eating barracuda that feeds on them, also be very careful. Big snappers, also be careful. Now, when you get this toxin, because you eat this kind of a meat, again, it's not pathogen as a bacteria or fungus. We know that Zumzula does not exist, so it could not be that, but it is a toxin. And it stays in the body, and it cumulatively increases. And then you cannot eat any more fish because it's related to fish, vibration. And people are then, they feel bad. Now I love fish. I cannot ever, I will not, never, ever, I will eat fish again. Well, it's not true. You can cleanse it out. How? Through hydration with plasma. And have diarrheas and maybe even vomiting at the beginning, because your body is going to start cleansing, purging, and it goes and cleanses on a cellular level. So all that crap is coming out, and after that, it's like getting rid of old program in a computer that doesn't work anymore. Take it out, you acid wash the disk, and then you load new programs, and it works again. Same is with the body. And in these cases, medicinal remedies do not work. There's no medicinal remedy that is going to suppress Ciguatera reaction if you have the toxin in your body, that you can eat fish and not feeling sick. No way, Jose. Okay, there's no medicinal remedy for this. You actually have to go to a detox. So, yes, some people have contacted me. Oh, Darko, I have a stretch marks on the skin, and I would like to get rid of them. I said, well, you can follow the self-healers protocol and give your body opportunity to fix itself. But when you do that, it is not going to be working only on your stretch marks. It is going to start hydrating and detoxifying you. So you are going to have all kinds of symptoms of what we call flu. Because you will be cleansing, detoxifying. And more toxic you are, more of these symptoms you are going to have. And eventually, the skin is going to heal. Stretch marks will be gone. But then you can go faster about it by ignoring body's ability to heal naturally, by forcing healing through medicinal remedies. Turpentine. Okay, you are increasing blood flow in particular area. You are poisoning particular area to increase blood flow, to speed up the reparation process. But at the same time, you are poisoning the rest of the body. And you are always poisoning the rest of the body. There is no way to use medicinal remedy and not affect your body negatively. But you will have your healing done of that one particular symptom faster. That's for sure. But if you want to target cleansing, don't ask me. I'm not expert in this. Yes, I know a few things, but I don't even want to put my attention in that direction. Well, there's Barbara O'Neill. Bingo, she's great. You want quick fix? Bingo, go there. But if you want prevention for certain things not to ever occur, well, self-healers protocol. Your body is designed not to get sick. But for it to work correctly, you have to stop poisoning it. And everything we are told about diet is incorrect, is geared to poison you. As soon as you are being told eat veggies, bingo, they are telling you poison yourself. As soon as you grab this refreshing cup of coffee that is full of antioxidants, you are poisoning yourself. Same with wine, red wine, okay? Same with tea, green tea, antioxidants. You are poisoning yourself because we have been lied to. And more educated we are, more diplomas we have, the more brainwashed we have been in misunderstanding the body. And we are defending the knowledge that was given to us, not realizing that it's a fraud. It's not truth. So it is very easy to be healthy, but it is not very convenient because our social activities are running around, coffee breaks and around celebrations with wine, alcohol involved. So it's very difficult. And then scientifically, we are brainwashed into benefits of plants and how they are great, and we are made to eat them. And even when we see that our bodies are falling apart, we stick to that narrative. The most obvious is that, every mouth and every animal is always in ketogenic state, always. The baby, when it comes out of womb, is in ketogenic state as long as it is suckling mother's milk. But as soon as we start whining the kid off the tit, what do? We start poisoning it with plants. And we take it from ketogenic into glucoholic state. And from 2 years on, we are in unhealthy glucoholic state. And then doctor says, no, this is normal state. Don't go fasting, because if you fast, when you stop poisoning yourself, your body automatically switches in ketogenic state. But this is not good state for you. This is bad. Okay. So how big morons do we have to be when we cannot see the most obvious? Well, you see how good is the brainwash. As soon as you stop poisoning the body, it switches back into ketogenic state because it is its natural state. But then we say, no, cannot be. Okay, so I'm talking about this for 20 years. And until a few years ago, I had, 300 people that would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now it's a bit more, but still it just shows you that people are not awake. Because truth, we all seek truth. I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. And once when you are shown the truth, no, this cannot be it, because I know this, and this cannot be it. We all wanted we were all big-mouthing government this, government that. Somebody has to step on. Now when somebody did step on and shows to everybody, look, this is what government is doing, this is how they steal money through back channels, Now we go and we bash those who are showing us how government is stealing. Now, how brainwashed one has to be And who is the worst? Are the college kids. Indoctrination. It's all pure indoctrination. So, if you're targeting a specific issue and you don't care about general well-being of your body, don't bother asking me questions. You want to know about how to use medicinal remedies? Go to Barbara O'Neill. There are many others, but Barbara O'Neill is really good at what she's doing. Now, if you want to give your body a chance to fix its own programming and exhibit perfectly healthy body, well, it's a different situation. Then Barbara O'Neill cannot help you because, again, her knowledge is too scientific. So there's a self-healers protocol. That's your other choice. And majority people that benefited from self-healers protocol are those who were so toxic that they were basically sent home to die. There's nothing would help, nothing. And bingo! As soon as body was given opportunity, stop being poisoned and start getting hydrated, body reprogrammed itself and it's healing. Because healing state is a natural state for the body. You stop eating and you just hydrate with plasma and you are going to start healing. Only you run out of energy because we are still programmed that we need to receive energy for the body to survive. And when your fat is gone, your muscle will start to go. So you have to start eating. And then if you eat correctly, instead of stupid plants, you start eating meat and fats, animal fats. Well, your body is receiving the fuel it needs. It remains in ketogenic state and healing continues. Healing can be only in ketogenic state. You cannot heal if you are not in ketogenic state. Yes, you can cleanse and certain symptoms will go away, but complete healing means reprogramming, genetic reprogramming back to the original schematics, to the original blueprint. And your body will do it by itself. Just stop poisoning it. Give it correct fuel and give it plasma so it can do the job. I hope that this was informative enough, especially for those who are not familiar with my work, because now more and more people are discovering that we have been lied to, and they are looking for information all over the place. If you are not ready for this information, you are not going to be led in this way. If you are ready, you will find it. And open your eyes and use the information. What we are calling immunity. Immunity is not, we cannot be equally resilient to everything because we do not know everything. So body is the same way. It may not know the toxin. It absorbs it, realizes it's toxic, blocks it, and now has to take it out. If you don't have plasma, enough blood plasma, You will not create urine because body does not want to waste it. So shoves it in a tissue and it will linger there and it will give you problems because it's particular frequency. When this frequency shows up, bingo, it is going to be activating this frequency that is in your body already. This is how herpes blows up. This is why shingles come, because this comes through the outer skin or mucosal tissue. But other problems internal occur for the same reason. The only immunity that we have, the true immunity, is a voltage. High voltage stabilizes the frequency, which is more difficult to be offset. And if the frequency, if you vibrate correctly, you will manifest as a healthy body, a healthy organism. If your frequency was shifted, wherever it was shifted, this part of the body is going to show changes because it doesn't vibrate correctly. It doesn't matter what is pushing on this frequency, what toxin do you have that is doing it. If you can raise the voltage, you will strengthen the original vibration, it will fix itself. So we can basically fix any disease with a kugel. But for this, we need to have faith. And this is a problem. How to have faith in yourself when you are in trouble. As we go, so we learn. Thank you for being here. Till next time, love you very much. God bless us all. Namaste.